What's going on, YouTube? We're going to try take 3 here. My camera unexpectedly stopped when I tried to shoot this video. I'm going to do something a little different today. We are going to do an opening. And it doesn't look like much, like there's anything to open. But yes, there is. We're going to get to this right here in just a bit. First, I want to tell everybody what a sci-fi nut that I am. And yeah, please excuse the mess. I know I got a lot of stuff around here. I'm getting ready to move. Things are in boxes. Things are stacked up. And things are in the way. First of all, the thing that I'm probably the biggest fan of, here, let me, so you can see my smiling face. The thing that I'm probably the biggest fan of is Firefly. I'm a Browncoat, which is the name that we give to our biggest, undying, refuse to give up fans for Firefly. And just to show you how much of a fan I am, now I do have a bunch of action figures that are in storage right now. So there's something that a coworker made up for me. Here's another poster, and this came as a lot of things that I bid on during a Browncoat auction. There is a group of people that will occasionally do things to raise money for people. The main one being an organization that helps battered women around the world, and that was, oddly enough, something that Joss Whedon supported, or I should say, ironically enough. This one right here is signed by Sean Kennedy. He is one of the main designers, or I think the main designer, of Serenity, the actual ship, and a lot of the other ships and scenes that you'll see in the movie and as well as the TV series. I've actually spoken with Sean on a few things online, and he's a great guy to talk to. Some of my other stuff is like Farscape. I got to meet Gigi Edgley. There we go. Got some glare light there. Can't help it. This is my house, not a studio. There's one other thing to show. Yep. And it's not the cat. Doesn't matter how much attention he wants. There's kind of a propaganda poster. And if you're not a fan of Firefly, this isn't going to mean anything to you. But it's for the unification of all of the planets in the verse. So, go back out here. I'm trying to keep this kind of short and sweet. I don't know what's going on with my camera. We've been shooting for about 3 minutes now. The first go round was about 11 minutes, and then the camera shut off. And then the second go round was about this long, and then it shut off. So I don't know if I accidentally touched the screen or what. I need to get a regular video camera, folks. So here's some of the other stuff that I have. Now, all of these patches were conceived by a guy that's on the Facebook groups that goes by Yellow Jacket. I belonged to a group called the Serenity Valley Smugglers Association, and we had our own patch. And the purpose of this was for the Firefly online game that is now defunct. But I had the rank of smuggler. I believe it still is a Facebook. Can't talk today. It is a Facebook group called the Serenity Valley Smugglers Association. So I'm going to make a Browncoat one day. I had a character for the game who was a sniper, which is the purpose of this one. And also Zenith City Browncoats, which is a group based out of Duluth. So this is kind of the closest group to where I'm located in northern Minnesota. This is his most recent work. This is absolutely beautiful. So you can see as I turn it, the light reflects off of this stitching differently, so that it almost gives it a three-dimensional kind of a look. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put this on yet. I might put it on my black Canada Goose Expedition. I think it'll look great on there. Some of the other stuff that he included with that last shipment were kind of some funny money. This is kind of looks like the bills they used in the TV show, and it's kind of a different kind of paper. Other than that, I have this stack of graphic novels here that I've been reading. These are absolutely beautiful. Very beautifully illustrated. You can get these at Barnes & Noble if you're interested. So without further ado, I'll just show you the titles that I got there. And yeah, these cost about $20. Yeah, about $20 a piece, $25 depending if you're in Canada. So I'll get back in front of the camera here. Hopefully this doesn't stop. This is something where I decided to support somebody, and I bought it. I think I spent about $30. And yes, this is my address. I'm doxing myself, but look at how this is typed. This is kind of like a weird old brown envelope that fits in perfectly with the verse. Has a very nice seal on it. And God, I hope this doesn't screw up. If it does, I'm going to be really angry with my phone. They got a blue stamp, Blue Sun stamp on here, as well as a legal postage stamp. And of course I covered up his address. So it does have a regular postmark, but I thought this was really cool. Guys, if you've seen some of the fan films on YouTube, yeah, there was one called Bellflower where the main character is a postal courier for Blue Sun Postal. So that's where that comes from. I don't know if the QR code or that code right there means anything. It may. But yeah, I absolutely love stuff like this. Looks like he took an old typewriter and literally typed it. And it may well be. So we're going to open this up. Hopefully the camera still rolls this time. So this is my letter opening knife. This is my grandmother's. She cooked with it. It's kind of rusty. So I open my mail with it instead of cook with it. It's actually really strong paper. Oh, a secret message? What could it be? You know, for us independents, us browncoats. Okay, there's a patch. And yeah, it is different from the other colors. Get to that in just a second. You know what, let's just get this out of the way. Sticker. Oh, another sticker. Ooh. Join the independence movement. So you're going to have to excuse me. I should have got the other thing out. I have the original, well, I have 2 of the original 3 graphic novels. Hang on just a moment. Are we still recording? Yes. Can I reach it? Well, I'm going to try. I really need to organize. All right. I've had this for a while, folks. Make sure we're in the shot here. So, this is one of the original This is the third of the original graphic novels that was printed by Dark Horse. It's not sealed. So, this is beautifully illustrated. Anybody that knows Firefly will know that Shepherd Book, the preacher, was one of the most beloved characters in the show. Ron Glass, God rest your soul. He's a beautiful man, beautiful actor. So this is all about him and his backstory. If anybody has ever wondered about the backstory of Shepherd Book, it's in here. Somebody, Joss Whedon, his name is on here. So this is canon, as far as I'm concerned. And it goes on, you know, in the movie, he was killed. So it goes through that scene of exactly what happened. And I don't know if this counts as a copyright strike. It's got a little bit here from Serenity. And then it's got a little bit about how he became a monk or a preacher. And what led him up to that. He actually worked on both sides of the war. He was an Alliance soldier. A very high-ranking Alliance soldier. Here we go. Talks a little bit about that here. And about how he worked his way up the ranks. I believe he was some sort of a brigadier general within the Alliance. But before he was in the Alliance, he was on the Independents. He was a spy. You know, that question asked by Jane, how does a preacher know so much about crime or about these things? Well, this is the backstory. And there's one scene, he's going through an operation to get one of his eyeballs pulled out and a camera put in so that he could become a spy. But I'm looking for the specific scene. He was actually a criminal before that. So here it is, where he meets some shady guy after he gets out of jail. And the guy hands him a note. So that's where this comes in. And he reads the note. And he's maybe going to put it away. Or throw it away. But I think did he stick it in his pocket? He says, sorry, that's just not my thing. As he's sitting here talking to this stranger. So he walks home. Join the independent movement. Or the independence movement. And what changes his mind as he goes home. And his dad kind of was abusive and kind of beats on him. So he goes back to his very humble room and dreams. But he still has the note. So there's a reason why I paid almost $30 for that. It's absolutely beautiful. To have things like this, you know, for a collection. I don't have everything. I have a lot of things. Certainly there's some things that have really gone over the top. But the whole experience of this, I wanted to share this with you folks. Kind of know who I am and why I am the way I am. Because I have a backstory too, I suppose. So, this was from a guy, Sean Crowley. I'm going to give you a shout out Beautifully done. Very well done, sir. I appreciate it. I'm going to link the YouTube video to a response here. And God bless everybody. I hope everybody in Ukraine is safe. And we'll see you, YouTube. We'll see you in a bit.